greetings. Back with another video. In this video, I'm talking about dreams. I'm talking about how to lucid dream. This is a basic video on how to lucid dream. So, my experience is when I lucid dream, when I first started lucid dreaming, basically, I just meditated. I just meditate. Consistently. Just meditate when I lucid dream. When I lucid dream, I was meditating. Also had a dream journal. I still document my dreams. Because that's like working out the dream. Because if you don't memorize your dreams are not going to be as vivid. So I recommend you to write your dreams down or whatever. I always wrote my dreams down. I used to have a dream journal, but I just do it easier, better. I just do it on my app, on a journal app on my phone. It's better that way. But yeah, I just document my dreams. And basically, to me, lucid dreaming and astral projection is both the same. Like, I don't know why they say they're different, but because all these videos on YouTube and TikTok and stuff like that, they tell you to do all these techniques to learn to astral project, and nah, you just gotta relax. Don't think too hard when you try to astral project, because everybody astral projects at night when they're sleeping. Everybody astral projects, but you have to remember. See, you're doing it unconsciously. That's how some people don't remember their dreams. Like, the more you start strengthening your dreams, start writing them down, you start writing your dreams down and you start becoming more vivid. Not every day, but like me, like around the holiday break, I was vividly astral projecting. I almost astral project almost every other night, but yeah, when you astral project, you just let go. That's it. Don't think too hard about it. You know what I'm saying? Even you can listen to like videos on YouTube, like guided meditations and stuff like that, to help you to program it in your subconsciousness when you're laying down. Because sometimes when you're meditating, I meditate sitting up, I meditate laying down. You're tuned to get sleepy. The whole goal is to not fall asleep. You gotta be basically like in the point of half sleep, where you sleep but your mind's awake, if you know what I mean. You're up, your body is in sleep mode, but you're awake, and you're barely awake, but you can remember. And then you start getting vivid dreams and stuff like that. It's wild, but it's I always like dreaming. I think everybody likes dreams, but everybody hates nightmares. Yeah, I get a few of those time after time, but they not as bad as I used to. Because when I first started diving into spirituality, I was a Satanist, and I used to I wasn't initiated into it. I just didn't have no. I had family members that was into they owned churches, and a lot of them was a lot of them was preachers and teachers and stuff like that. You know, I got family members back at home that, you know, a lot of them are into church and stuff like that, heavily into church. And I felt like, you know, the church to me was hypocritical and stuff like that. So I had to walk my own path because my family was in the church. Like, my mom she's not religious or anything like that. My family's not religious. You know, my family, my mother was always an outcast. So and that's why I chose my path. But I switched over, so I'm not doing you know, it was just a phase. So now, you know, I'm morely like spiritual. I'm spiritual now, and yeah, I mean, I wasn't when I first started dreaming and stuff like that. I mean, start lucid dreaming. You know, like you be having a lot of psychic attacks and stuff like that when you be like lucid dreaming. You know, if you're not grounded, and I used to go not grounded and stuff like that. Going not grounded, it's like being grounded, having some form of like spiritual protection is very important when you're going into like the astral world and stuff like that, because, you know, you got outside influences that be trying to take over in your body and stuff like that. So yeah, I mean, astral projection, you just relax and let your body do the job. Don't force it. There was also this technique that I used a long time ago. It's called soul stretching. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy technique, but I felt it working. So basically, you know, I should give like a guided meditation on that, like, because that video I seen on that fucking was working. Like, out of all the astral projection videos, there's only 3 astral projection videos, maybe 4, that actually fucking work for me. Because a lot of those astral projection videos on YouTube be bullshit, straight up. I'm not even fucking capping on that. I'm not bullshitting on that. A lot of those YouTube videos on astral projection be bullshit. I mean, there's a lot of good, like, Kundalini videos on meditation. Fire Kundalini videos. You know, I love Kundalini. You know, you got your pros and cons about Kundalini, but I love Kundalini because it dives deep into it. It's not some new age. It's not a new age. I'm having crystals on me and stuff like that. Crystals is cool. I like crystals. I have crystals, but Kundalini is straight old school, and I like using box breathing techniques. You know, fire breathing techniques. You know, Kundalini is one of a pretty good meditation too. Like, every morning, like when I'm in my car and I'm at the job, I'm always like doing Kundalini before I step in. And I do Kundalini before I go to sleep too. You know, Kundalini is like my go-to when it comes to meditation. But yeah, I mean, when you astral project, don't force it. Just if it doesn't happen, just keep trying. You know, just do the 21 days technique, because there's sometimes, you know, not all the time. Sometimes when I'm really inspired to meditate, I would go like 21 days or more. I would document every day I do it. And these is like at least for like 30 minutes to like an hour, like real deep, like heavy meditation, you know. know, no disruptions, high vibrational music or something like that, 432 hertz, you know, and higher. Or singing bowls, you know, I got singing bowls at the house and stuff like that. But yeah, just raising the frequency is key to having a good astral projection experience. And there was times where I tried melatonin, but melatonin, yeah, I don't like being drowsy. I always felt drowsy off melatonin, so I just, you know, just natural, you know, just natural meditation and just raising your frequency is it. You know, even listening to waves, like just wave sounds, ocean sounds, you know, listening to birds, you know, just sounds that help your frequency get higher before you go to sleep. You know, you listen to those techniques and it could work for you. You know, everybody's different. You know, you can't forcing yourself to have an astral projection. I think the only way you could do that, I think the only way you could like be forceful on astral projection is if you're like on some DMT or mushrooms or something like that. Yeah, I mean, if you're on some DMT or if you're on some mushrooms or if you're on some acid or something like that, yeah, I mean, you can force it, but I'm just saying, like, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Everybody has different circumstances on like meditation and stuff like that. But yeah, this is my video.